I might. President Snow should be viewed in front of marble pillars hung with oversized flags. It's jarring to see him surrounded by ordinary objects in a room, like taking the lid of a pot and finding a fiber instead of stew. What could he be doing here? My mind rushes back to the opening days of our victory tours. I remember seeing the winning. I remember with their mentors and studies. Even some head government officials have made appearances nationally, but I have never seen President Snow. He attends celebration in the capital period. If he's made a journey all the way from his city, he can only mean one thing: I'm in serious trouble, and if I am, so he's my family. A shiver goes through me when I think of the proximity of my mother and sister to this man who despises me, will always despise me, because I outsmarted he said. All I was doing was trying to keep Peter and myself alive. Any act of rebellion was purely coincidental, but when a capital decreases, that only one tribute can live, and you have the audacity to challenge it. I guess that's a rebellion in itself. My only defense was pretending that I was driven insane by a passionate love for Peter, so we were both allowed to laugh, to be crowned victors, to go home and celebrate and wave goodbye to the camera and be left alone until now. Perhaps it is the newness of the house, or the shock of seeing him all so I don't welcome him or offer him a chair. I don't say anything. In fact, I treat him as if he's a real snake, the venomous kind. I stand motionless, my eyes locked on him, considering pace or retreat. I think my tongue has frozen and speech will be impossible, so I surprise myself by answering back in a steady voice. Yes, I think that would save time. President Snow smiles, and I notice his lips for the first time. I'm expecting next week, which is to say none, but his are overly full. The skin is too tight. I have to wonder if his mouth has been altered to make him more appealing. If so, it was a waste of time and money, because he's not appealing at all. My advisors were concerned you would be difficult, but you are not planning on being difficult, are you? He asked. No, I answered. That's what I told them. I said any girl who goes to such lengths to preserve her life isn't going to be interested in throwing it away with both hands, and then let her family to think of. Her mother, her sister, and all those cousins. By the way, that girl and I don't share a family tree. By the way, well, it's all on the table now. Maybe that's better. I don't do well with ambiguous trees. I would much rather know the score. Let's see. President Snow takes a seat at a large desk of Paris wood, where Prince does her homework and my mother her budgets. Like our home, this is a place that he has no rights. But I sit in front of the desk. Trackback chairs is made for someone taller than I am, so only my toes rest on the ground. I have a problem, Miss Everything, says President Snow. A problem that began the moment you pulled out those poisonous berries in the arena. That was the moment when I guessed that if the Gamma-makers had to choose between watching Peter and becoming suicide, which would mean having no victor and letting us both live, they would take the latter. If the head Gamma-maker had had any brains, he would have blown you to. But he had an unfortunate sentimental streak. So here you are. Can you guess where he is? He asked. And not because, by the way he says it, it's clear that Snake has been executed. The smell of roses and blood has grown stronger now that only a death separates us.